Can we get started, Quinn? Do you want to?
Sure.
Should we wait? Should we?
We can jump in, or I know people are coming back in, but I'm good. I just let my next client know I can meet them later. I do want to acknowledge I live in Santa Fe, but I'm in Virginia with my mom. I'm her main caregiver, and I'm working online and doing all kinds of stuff. So I would have been in other sessions had time allowed, but I've heard it's phenomenal. It sounds phenomenal, and I'm just honored to be here in this capacity. So, Gail Trotter, thank you so much. You are the main reason I'm here. So they already know you, I take it. Does everyone in the room know Gail Trotter? Yes, I pronounce it Gail Trotter. So I'll do a quick introduction of myself if that's comfortable for people. And if it's not comfortable for people, feel your edges. Just kidding. So my name's Quinn Alexander Fontaine. I chose all the names except Fontaine. My birth name was Kathleen Fontaine Cook. I'm 7 years into my transition female to male, and that is saving my life. I found myself about 15 years ago crawling into Santa Fe from Los Angeles as a crack addict, alcoholic, sex and love addict, dangerous behavior addict, everything except gambling, all stemming from pre-verbal childhood sexual abuse at the hands of my dad. So I'm a survivor, now a thriver. And I started doing solo shows as part of my own therapy, part of my own process. Was well received. And then the next thing I knew, the God of my understanding, the universe, the spirit led me to improv. And I was handed a class to teach, and I was scared and shaking, but I said yes. And that's what improv is. Improv is saying yes, and even when you're scared, as long as you know it's a healthy choice, right? As long as you know there's a potential for more expansion and more of yourself on the other side of that yes. So improv, in a nutshell, for me, has been a lifesaver on top of my transition and my recovery. It has allowed me to be more fully embodied. I said yes to teaching. I had no intention of teaching ever. And so it's allowed me to take up space without apology. I really fully believe, I know Gail does as well, I believe we teach what we most need to learn. And for me, it's intimacy and learning it's safe to see and be seen, hear and be heard, feel and be felt. And so, wow. So to be here is an honor, and I'm all about paying and playing it forward, and I'm all about helping people heal. So that's me in a nutshell. Santa Fe is home. I have a home there. I will now, this coming April, I will have lived there the longest of anywhere on the planet, 15 years, because I was a runner. So here we are talking about improv, saying yes to life. I really believe that every moment is a reachable, teachable moment. And the approach I take to improv, now Gail comes at it with a very different and structured, she's actually more verbose in actual training. I just kind of came at it with my own slant. So Gail comes to us from Second City and all kinds of beautiful training. And so I'm always trying to absorb from her, like, what's that? My approach is really more from the healing aspect and telling the truth in the moment. So the work I'm doing is about essence work and telling the truth in the moment, mind, body, spirit. We'll be in a scene often, and maybe I come out, this is my normal stature, but I enter the scene, I'm nervous, and I'm like this, but I don't even know it. Now, I don't know it. It's on my scene partner to call it out lovingly, to talk about it. So it's about awareness, telling the truth with love, and moving energy. So that's me in a nutshell. I have my own private studio called the Quinn Fontaine Studio. Gail was a teacher, and now she's doing her own thing. So here's to growth and expansion. So
I just
Gail,
want to say really quickly, the reason why I thought this would be such a good fit. My background in improv, it's very competitive. I mean, and in Chicago, everybody wanted to get into Saturday Night Live. That was the point. It was very, very competitive. I don't like competition. I never thought I'd go back to improv at all, but I did about a year ago with Quinn. And what I found was it's a completely different way, the way Quinn teaches. It is not about competitive. It is not about elbowing the next guy. It's not about trying to be funny. It's about going with what exists, which is the core of what improv is anyway. But that's what his main focus is. And what I realized was that's the nucleus, but that's also everything that we've been talking about. It would be great if we could change things. It would be great if we could get rid of dementia and Alzheimer's. We can't. We have to go with what's here. And what I found as I started studying with Quinn was, my gosh, this is so similar to doing investigations or working with individuals. you have this in front of you. You can't change it. You got to go with it. What's needed? How do you make this work? So Quinn, I just wanted to thank you for being here. I think for caregivers, for anybody in this field, what you provide is you get to play. You get to play for roughly an hour. You get to get out of your own head. But more than that, you get to go into an environment. Well, all right, let's work with that. Let's go. Instead of, no, you can't. No, you might get hurt. Or, oh, stop doing that. Right. So I just think it's so nurturing and beneficial. So
the other thing I want to say right now, and I think it fits because I think it fits for all humanoids. And we're all humanoids, right? And I believe we're all recovering from something, or we're recovering our essence, getting back to our essence, right? Our childlike wonder, who we really truly are. There's a saying in recovery, many of you may have heard it. There's an I, the letter I, in illness, and there's a we in wellness. And that definitely applies to the stage, the studio, and everything I teach in my studio works out in the world, right? It's about learning to react, pick up on stuff. So on that note, everyone kind of knows everybody. Am I making that up? Is that not true? It's kind of true. No, maybe. Yes, intimately. Someone just wrote, I know these people so well. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, someone wrote, Hope wrote, yes.
No,
Good.
I was saying yes to you before you mentioned that, but I am getting to know this group
Okay.
but I feel very much like we're here, Yeah.
So a basic intro, Gail, if you're cool with it, and you can please piggyback and help guide me because we can do this. I think it's so important to create a structure and have a container of safety. A lot of people like Gail have been wounded. Gail was wounded with the competitiveness and the gnarliness of improv.
I had my work stolen.
A lot of people, yeah, and a lot of people have been wounded from improv, and improv should be about play and freedom. So I create a structure of a container where we always do this at the first. So let's do this. Everybody rub your hands together. Go ahead and just put them on your own heart chakra. Just drop in for a minute. Close your eyes. Feet flat on the floor, not upright, and not rigid, but straight up and down with your spine. And just more than anything, giving thanks for yourself for showing up, because that's the biggest part of life, is showing up. And especially now at this tender and tricky time on the planet, it's just everything. Everything is everything. And you showing up is more than 90%. I don't believe that. I think it's everything. And because you're showing up for yourself, you're showing up for this particular ensemble, which changes every class, every iteration based on everything from mood to just all kinds of stuff. So there's that. Beautiful. You showed up. And we have a body temple, and we get to express it, and we get to feel everything that we choose to feel, and we get to claim and name safety for ourselves. Beautiful. Beautiful. Rubbing our hands together again. On 3, we're going to put our palms towards the camera, and we're going to say, I've got your back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I've got your back. So we do that at the get-go to let everybody know, thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up, right? And it's a safe space. And then we go around and check in, and let's do a demo of that. And anybody that wants to check in can. It's also a super safe space. Always, you decide at the level you want to participate. So we're going to say name, and I'll go first. Name, where we are on the planet, a boo, anything big or small that's funky, and everybody else is going to go boo, and then a yay, anything big or small that's not funky and kind of great, yay, and then how we want our clapping. So it's like this. I'm Quinn. I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia, my hometown. My boo is, I tweaked my back at Orange Theory, and I'm not the young man I think I still am. Boo! My yay is, I'm resilient, triumphant, and testosterone is a miracle drug. Yay! I want my clapping like you're reading an instructional manual and trying to figure out how to clap for the first time. You're reading it and you're trying to figure it out. Nice. Look at that. Look at the screen. There's genius happening on there. Awesome. Let's go to last name Trotter.
My name's Gail. I'm here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. A boo would be our well broke and the pump broke. So I haven't been able to take a shower for a couple of days. The yay is hopefully nobody here can tell. So
yay!
That's a yay. And I would like my clapping like you have somebody like your hands are backwards.
Yes. Nice. Let's go to last name Carwile. Carwill. If you
Put me
like.
on the spot. Okay, I'm not really good at this, but I'll try.
Okay. That's why I want everybody to feel super safe, and I don't want to put anybody on the spot. How about people raise their hand when they're ready to check in? Or you're ready.
I'm ready. My name is Hope Carwile, and I'm here in Denver, Colorado. My boo is that I have been isolated at home for way too long. Boo. My yay is that I'm here with you, and I finally got back into community this last week.
Yay!
How would you like your clapping?
My clapping, I would like it to be like tapping.
Way to show up. Way to show up. Way to push through that. Good. Awesome. Who wants to go next? So just jump on in if you want to go next, because I can't see every single photo.
I am Sally in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the heaven and earth. And my boo actually just staying in grief all the time. And my happiness has been with you guys for a week, and it's been for me and for you. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Yay!
And how would you like your clapping?
Oh, my clapping would be like a bird flying.
Nice. Awesome. Who's next? And no pressure. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I see you. Come on in, Utah.
Oh, you're muted.
Yuta, can't hear you, baby.
Oh God, got
There
you.
you go.
Got you. So good. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Yuta.
Oh God. You, Quinn and Gail, do you guys know Karen Stobie?
Not yet.
I've been talking about her my entire life. She's right there.
Karen, hi. It's so good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Karen is another queen of improv, you guys. So anyway, all right. I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico right now. I'm at the Montecito in a borrowed space because my own space, Wi-Fi is impossible. My boo is actually it's a bad back. Damn it. and my
Yay.
What's
my
your
God,
yay?
what it's all of this.
Yay.
Yes.
It's been amazing. Thank you so much, you guys.
And how would you like your clapping? You ask, we deliver. You ask, we deliver. Awesome. Who's next? Awesome. Who's next? Who would like to check in?
I'll go.
Yes.
So my name is Luke Nachtraub. I am in Toledo, Ohio. My boo is that I'm tired of winter. It's cold and snowy. My yay is that I'm nestled at home and have been for a while with my 3 amazing children, 2 of which are here.
Yay. Awesome.
Yay!
And how would you like your clapping, sir?
I would like my clap to be kind of with the palms to get that loudness to it, you know?
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Who's next?
I'll go. Let's see, am I video? Yeah. My name's Karen. I am in Black Mountain, North Carolina, outside of Asheville, a little bitty town in the mountains. My boo is just this dreariness we've been having lately.
Ooh.
Need some sun. My yay is my old dog that's been having trouble has been doing better.
Yay.
Yay!
And my clap is you're trying to get sticky stuff off your hands and your fingers keep sticking together. Yeah.
Awesome. Way to get into it. Good, guys. Awesome. And I always say this, make sure you look around the screen. There's genius happening here. True. Who's next?
Oh, what the heck? I'll go. I'm Ruth. I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. My booze, the Tylenol's running out. My yay is I pick my friends, my cats, and my people really, really well.
Yay!
So
Yay.
and my clap is kind of the Holy Roller Choir clap, whatever that is.
Awesome. Awesome. I saw some holy rollers. Cool. Who's next? Again, no pressure, but if you'd like to check in, now's the time.
Hey everybody, I'm Ken. I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and my boo is that I can't think of a boo.
Boo! Yay!
Ooh.
Boo! Yay!
But that's also kind of a yay, so it's my yay too.
Yay!
And my clap is just the fingers.
Ooh, whoa, nice. Awesome. Cool. Who's next? This is great, guys.
I'm here.
Your mouth move. Oh, there you go. You're muted again.
Okay, sorry. I'm Larry. I'm up here in Toledo, Oregon. It's raining outside, but my boo is kind of this COVID grumpiness, which I'm a part of. And my yay is this meeting has really been helpful for me, and I really appreciate. My sound of clapping is one hand.
Wait, let us get that yay in first.
Okay.
Yay! One hand clapping.
One hand clap.
One hand clap. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Who's next?
I'll go. My name is Nicolette, and I live in Farmington, New Mexico. My boo is I haven't seen my mom for over a year. Boo. And my yay is that we are making plans as things get better in America to be able to go see her.
Yay!
Yay.
And I'd like to give everyone a round of applause.
Oh, good one.
Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Who's next? Who'd like to go next?
I'll go next. I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and my boo is that I had a cough and chills and fever, et cetera, last week, and I was really afraid of you know what. And my and my yay is that it wasn't.
Yay!
And that I got my first vaccine.
Yay!
My clap is not quite making it meet.
I'm still excited. Okay, good. Nice. Who's next? This is great, guys. Great participation.
My name is Yolanda Array, and my nay is I got my shot yesterday, and my arm is killing me.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. There's a boo. And my yay is I haven't been able to participate in everything, so I'm looking forward to seeing it recorded, but it has been wonderful. Those that I have been participating in has been great.
Yay!
Yay.
And how would you like your clapping? We can deliver anything you want.
Kind of a flamenco one.
Oh, wow.
Whatever that means to you, there's no right or wrong. That's the other beautiful thing about improv. There's no right or wrong. You just commit 1,000%. You're like, this is my flamenco. It could be whatever, right? It's about commitment, saying yes and. Who's next? And we got 2 kiddos if you guys want to intro. Come on in. You don't have to. I'll make this quick announcement. I have an international all ages class. You're all invited to come for free. Come play with the planet. It's all ages. It's international. It's amazing every Saturday. If you're curious, find out. I'll let you know afterwards. Did you guys want to intro? You don't have to. No pressure.
I'll go.
Okay, come on in.
I'm Catherine. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And my boo is that it's still in the minus 40s.
Boo.
But my yay is that I found a bag of Easter eggs that I bought for my kids. I'm working my way through. So, and my clap, let's make it, I don't know, like snaps, like accessible claps.
Awesome. Awesome. Who's next? Very good. if we're done with check-ins, that's okay. I want everyone to always feel super safe and you participate at whatever level you want. When I actually have a class, an improv class, I require that everyone check in, but this is different. So it's all about safety, right? And self-care means you have to do it. I can do my own self-care. I can't do yours. So I always stress that no matter what age I'm working with. Papa Bear's down there still trying to talk his kids into like, do it. Tell them who you are. Tell them how you like your clapping. Just kidding.
Yeah,
All right,
we
Kate
have-
said she'd do it. Kate
to
said-
know the kids are not shy, so.
And there's no pressure ever. If you want to, you're welcome to. Feels like a no though, based on body language. That's a soft no. Okay, good. So Gail, I was thinking we could do, oh, did you say yes?
She did. She was in. Stand up.
Come on in.
So my name is Kate Nachtrop, and my yay is that I get to play basketball tomorrow.
Yay!
Yeah.
My boo is that COVID has made sports hard.
Boo.
Oh,
My clap is your whole hand and just your pointer finger.
Can you tell how excited we are and how much we love you? Yes. Cool. So does your sister want to come on in? I can't see her completely. And if you don't want to, that's okay.
No, she's
Okay,
good.
good. Good boundaries, guys. I'm always teaching about boundaries and listening to your body, right? Listening to do the internal wisdom. So I thought we could do some warm-ups, Gail. What do you think of name game first, energy ball, body mirror, voice mirror? What do you think of that?
sure. I think maybe it would be good, Quinn, if we know who wants to play so that we don't call somebody who's like, "What?"
Right. So who is our IT person handling the hosting? Is that Hope?
That would be me.
Okay. So Hope, if you could make it gallery view for everybody, and then anybody who would just like to watch, go ahead and turn your camera off. So if your camera's off, we know not to call on you. If there are 3 people in an image like Papa Bear and the baby bears, I hope that's okay. I'm saying that. Please put, and is everybody in, or is it just Dad playing? Does everybody want to play, or do you guys want to watch?
They'll play.
Okay, so Luke, if you don't mind putting your name and then each girl's name. So we have at the first names. This is called the name game, and there are many variations on it. What we're going to do is the most basic and the most fun, actually, because it has a tempo to it. So once we get those names up on board, it's Luke, Kate, and Molly. What you want to be able to do is move your cursor in a way that you see all the names, right? And a lot of you know some people, so you want to know kind of who you're going to go to without thinking in advance. But name game is simply this, and we'll start by just saying the name. So I'm going to pass it to another person just by pointing at the camera and saying their name. So at the top of this, please forgive any mispronunciations, anything like that. There's no
And
harm.
also, guys, if you're playing, turn your microphone on.
Yes, thank you. I was just going to say that. Please unmute. If you're on camera, you're playing, so unmute as well. And this is the name game. Here we go. Ruth. So Ruth is going to take it and call another name and point to her camera.
Okay. Nicolette.
Larry.
Sally.
Utah.
Catherine.
Karen.
Molly.
Okay, wait, we've got 2 Catherines and 1 Catherine's muted, and that's okay. So with we got 2 Catherine L's. We have Catherine L and Catherine Livingston. Okay, so we see that now. We're gonna be good. We know that now. We're gonna move forward, but now we're gonna add laughter. So you only have the laughter if you have it. So it looks like this. Gail.
Sue.
Yeah. Hope. Catherine Livingston.
Larry.
Kate.
Oh, we couldn't hear you. Really project if you can, or come closer. So laughter and then good. Sue.
Suze, or is that me again? Oh, Sally.
Nicolette.
Catherine L with a K.
And you're muted, sweetie.
You're muted.
That was the quote of 2020. Now it's 21. You're muted. Here we go.
Am I muted?
Yeah, now you're good.
But now.
Okay. I can't read the names, so
Oh, no.
just Quinn.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna add fake laughing or gross laughing. Karen.
Hard. It's too hard for me.
I don't think they heard that. Who was it? Ruth.
How do I do fake laughter?
Do gross laughter. Gross laughter.
Luke.
Molly. Nope, she's not doing Gail.
Karen.
Say Karen.
Karen.
Oh. Nicolette.
Yuda.
Who else is here? Sue.
Yari. Yeah. Are Yolanda Ari, right?
Where'd she go?
Camera's off.
That was bad. She's not there. Oh, who hasn't been called? Catherine L. Were you called already?
Turned her camera off too. So Catherine Livingston, you take it over. Good job. If you don't mind.
How about Kate?
Good.
Sally.
You stole my sound. Larry.
Utah.
Gail.
Ugly cry. Gail, ugly cry.
Oh, Sue.
You're muted, Sue. You're muted, Sue.
Oh, that was my best try. Ruth. I forgot to point.
Okay, you.
Luke.
So. Did she hear me? Sally.
Sally.
Aaron.
Now you're seeing someone you haven't seen in years. You actually didn't know they were still alive. You love them. You're seeing them for the first time.
Oh, wow. Jeez, wow. Ruth.
You love this person. You haven't seen him in ages. You're excited. You're exhilarated.
I honestly would try to play it kind of cool.
Let's see that. Let's see that.
Hey, it's really, really nice to see you. How you been?
Who is it?
I will choose not to disclose that one.
Okay, we'll stop there. Good. Boundaries show up in all kinds of ways. It's all good, guys. Excellent participation. Do what Gail's doing. Shake it off. Shake. Shake it off. Shake. Blah, blah, blah. Good stuff, guys. Nice. You feeling closer already? We're gonna move on to something called body mirror. I think we're gonna do body mirror. So this is actually silent. Don't worry about muting or unmuting. Everyone's gonna model what I'm doing right now. So you're gonna act as though you're looking in a mirror. It's literally called body mirror. I'm gonna move really, really slowly and you're gonna move with me. So if anybody were watching us, they'd have no idea who's leading and who's following. Then I'm going to call out another person's name and they're going to take over, going very, very slowly. We follow them. Then I'm going to call another person. So I'm calling it. So you guys are like, I don't get rid of it. Pass it on, pass it on. I want you to feel the discomfort and trust and just be with it. Surrender to the moment, right? And if you don't know everybody by name, don't worry. Pull back energetically, see the group dynamic, see the group movement, and just follow the group. This will sync us up even more. It's really, really special. This is called body mirror. Here we go. Gail. Luke. Go real slow. Slow down, slow down, slow down. So we were all together. Excellent, excellent redirection. Excellent. Nice. Catherine Livingston. Slow it down, slow down. Really intentional. So we're all together. Nice. Excellent redirection, guys. Excellent refocus. Nice. Nice. Utah. Good. Slow it down even more. Even more. Really, really slow. So mindful. So tiny movements. Slow. Nice. We're all together. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sally. Slow it down even more. Nice. Karen. Let us see emotional realities just with your face and your body language. Let's see emotional realities. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Nicolette. Beautiful. Ruth. Slow it down, really slow. We're all with you. Go real slow. Yeah, real slow. Beautiful. Nice. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Larry. Quinn. Sue. Slow it down even more. Good, beautiful, beautiful. So anyone looking would have no idea who's leading and who's following. Nice. One of the kids, whoever's playing Molly. Or whoever you are, who wants to play? Luke, Papa Bear, come on in here. Save the family, come on. Catherine Livingston. Good, yes, let us see that emotional reality. Yes, yes, Larry. Gail. Nicolette. Hope. Karen. Sue. Utah. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. I want feedback from you guys. How was that? Do you feel so synced up? Like words, when words can't get in the way and it's body to body, human to human, we are matching energies. There's more compassion in the room. There's more empathy in the room. There's more, how was that for you guys? How was that?
It's great.
Yeah, amazing.
Any specific feedback? Because I love this exercise. I never knew, and Gail, we talked about it early on with COVID. We didn't know if any improv work or essence-based work would translate to the screen. But for some people, they actually feel more safe to do intimate work this way in their own home. So that's what this is. Nice work, guys. So go ahead.
One one thing I saw
Larry,
is
go ahead,
when
Larry.
one thing I saw is rather than when you change the name, sometimes I couldn't find a person, but I could see the group. And now I'm not focused on repeating the person I see, but what the group that I see, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's what I had said at the top. If you can't find the specific name, don't worry, pull back, feel the group vibe, feel the group movement. That's the reason to go that intentionally, that mindfully, right? Who else was trying?
It's not about being right. It's about going with what's there.
Any other feedback before we move on?
With the fake crying, my dog started going crazy.
Oh, our apologies to
jumping
your
on our laps, like, what's wrong?
Oh, okay. Good stuff, guys. So go ahead and mute your devices for this next exercise. So we go from body mirror to voice mirror. Gail, would you like to lead this one?
Sure. We're doing voice mirror.
Voice mirror.
So I'll be speaking out loud. Yeah.
If you want to, I'm happy to lead it, and then you can lead the exercises, whatever you want.
I can do voice mirror.
Okay. Yeah. So you're just going to guide us in where we're whispering along with you. And then at the next portion, you cue us to just be mentally with you, no whispering along. It's those two layers.
Something changes when you watch someone speak instead of trying to figure out what the next thing is they're going to say, or what am I going to say next? So I will talk like this, and everybody just whisper along with me. Look at my mouth and just whisper what I am saying to everyone in this room. Hi, this is so cool, guys. You are phenomenal. Now, I think, Quinn, it's time to, instead of whispering along with me, just watch my lips. You don't need to move yours. Just take your focus off of your mind and look at my weird little mouth.
Excellent, excellent. So that's voice mirror. So it's another level to super connect, right? How was that for people? Great work, great demo, Gail. How was that for people? The other piece too, Gail could actually speed up because you're already synced up to her style and her tonation and tonality rather, and her staccato or whatever you call that. But by that point, she can even speed up. And because you're synced up, it's amazing to be that present with someone word for word in this day and age, right? When it's not like, oh, I owe amends everywhere I've been and I'm future tripping about everywhere I'm going. Just kidding. But very few people are that present, right? So beautiful work. So those are just some basic demos of warm-up exercises to get everybody more synced up. How's everybody feeling right now? Pretty good?
Wow.
Cool. And how are we on time? I want to honor everyone's time and get a sense of how long are we going to go? Is this the last thing of the day? What do you need from us in terms of wrap up?
Yeah, you guys, we have 45 more minutes for this session, but we have an organic flow. So whatever the group needs. And then we had a putting it all together where we'll be talking about just general feedback, Q&A, and discussion. So we've got time.
Okay, very good. Very good. Gail, did you want to lead them through some exercises like random statement, yes and explaining or saying yes and or and that means, just to talk about the layering and the listening?
Sure. Do you want to do yes and?
Either one, whatever you kind of, yeah, yes and is pretty much the basic, yeah.
Here's the thing with improv, just like life. You throw something out there, well, we can't do that. It will never work. Energy goes down and there is no story. There's nothing to tell. Things don't progress, right? In life, as an improv, if you add to something, then you're creating a picture, you're creating a story, and you're making progress towards something. So the way this will work is I will say a sentence, and then I don't know, Quinn, if we just have someone jump in whenever you're ready, we could do
Or
that.
We can do let's you and I demo one.
Oh, okay.
Karen, you've done a lot of improv. Would you want to jump in with us and do the three of us? And we can demo 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe a couple times through, maybe three, each of us do 3 times. And we'll go Gail. Does that work for people? Gail, Karen, Quinn, just to do a demo of how it works. And then whomever else wants to play, we'll put the actual order in chat, and then we'll do it that way. Does that work? Cool. So we'll do Gail, Karen, Quinn. We'll go through 3 times. So Gail's going to have a random statement, and then we're going to say yes and we're going to add. All the while listening. Because like Gail alluded to with voice mirror, most people listen thinking about their response. They aren't listening, thinking, really feeling and hearing each word and each intonation and each feeling, right? So it's about another level of presence. Okay, here we go.
The other thing I want to say really quickly is if people say things that are ridiculous, yes, and that's a really good point. I just think that's a really good habit to get into, especially when you're working with this type of population. Okay, I have 10 mushrooms on my pizza.
Yes, and that's exactly what you ordered.
Yes, and you have the best waiter in the world who just told you exactly what you ordered.
Yes, and he's not wearing a wedding ring.
Yes, and I don't believe he has pants on.
Yes, and you're talking about yourself, and you are half naked, sir.
Yes, and this is exactly what I wanted. Somebody who's not married and doesn't wear pants.
Yes, and I think the 2 of you should elope.
Yes, and I can marry you right now, and I love that you talk about yourself in the third person. Blackout. Okay, good. Now, I wasn't negating what you were doing, Karen. My understanding was that you were the waiter. So I named you the waiter. Well, so I named you the waiter when you told her that's what she ordered. So that's what happens, guys, with improv. And there's no right or wrong. When Karen said that's exactly what you ordered, and I said, yeah, and that's the best waiter in the world, and he knew what you ordered, and then she wants to marry you. Everything is true. No accidents, no mistakes, nothing's wrong. We just have to pay off everything and make this thing work. So how did I want to seal it? I'm like, I can marry you both, and you talk in the third person, and that's kind of cute. Like, let's make it all work, right? So that's just called, there's no fancy name for that, random statement with yes and. It's just to anchor in whatever we lay down here, we're going to build on. We're going to build on, we're going to build on. There are times when we're in person in a big circle, we do it, or on Zoom, we do it in the order. It'll be this, it'll be boom, 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 boom. Then someone will be like, boom. They kind of put it out in left field. Again, not wrong, but the next person has to go get it, bring it back, and make everything work. And it's possible. That's what's cool about improv, because there are no props you can break. There's not, everything can work, right? So we can either just leave that as a demo, or we can have as many people want to do it, try it. What feels right to you guys?
Anybody want to play yes and? Put your hand up.
I think we're a try it kind of group.
Yeah, let's do yes and.
Good. So if you don't want to play for some reason and you'd rather just watch, go ahead and turn your camera off.
And normally when we do it, we'll assign an order, Quinn. Do you want to do that, or in the interest of time, do you want to just have people jump in?
Well,
in us, like if she spotlights us, it would put us in a specific order, I think.
Oh, you know what? She can do it as she goes. Is that what you mean? As it's time?
Like anyone that wants to go.
Oh,
are we all in the same order?
I don't think on every screen it's the same.
Yeah, and Luke, help me out with that, because spotlighting is it would be like jumping around in that moment, and there might be a lag in it.
But you can put if everyone's on gallery view, you can spotlight everyone that's sharing their screen, and
Okay.
I think it puts us all in the same order.
Okay,
Oh,
let me
I
give
didn't
it a
know that.
whirl.
Let's try that.
Yeah,
Always-
hold on. 1 second. It does give me the spotlight for, all right. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spotlight everybody that it has their camera on.
So now I have Ruth first, then Linda.
Oh,
then
good.
All right, and oh, I'm just learning so much. I never thought I would know so much about Zoom.
This is great. I didn't know this either. Good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here.
So that just reformats the order so it's the same for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Luke. How would you like your clapping right now?
I like the one. I like Larry's one hand.
Awesome.
Is it still the right? Does everyone have the same? We have Ruth, Gail, Sally, Yuta, Nicolette on the top.
Oh no.
No.
Dude, it didn't work. I was gonna say, this may
Ruth,
not work.
Linda, Susan,
That's okay.
Emily.
Gail, what do you think about people just jump in as they go? Because that's
what
a
I'm
real.
thinking.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's also-
and sorry.
No, talk about being decisive, and that there are going to be times where 2 or 3 people come in, and it's really about sharing the space.
Yeah, so if you're yes and if you have a yes and so does somebody else, organically decide who's going to fade and who's going to take it, and just fill that space. Just be respectful if someone else is talking. Go back. Who's going to start?
Who has a random statement for us? Anything.
I like pie.
There you go.
Yes, but I prefer ice cream on it.
So real quick, reformat that with yes and, because even the slightest difference of yes but is the tiny, yes and. Here we go.
Yes, and I like ice cream on it.
Yes, and it has to be baked.
Yes, and with the mushrooms.
Yes, and if you dip the mushrooms in chocolate first, even better.
Yes, and all these people own the weirdest bakery that sells all this stuff in pizza and ice cream format.
Yes, and Tuesdays it's all wholesale.
Yes, and on Thursdays it's a crematorium.
Blackout. Let's end there. That's a great, crazy story. Let's do another one. Who has a random statement to get us started? Raise a hand for me. Who's got a random statement for us? We need one from you. Who's got it? Okay, Ruth.
Yes, and
Oh, you're just gonna have a random statement. So any statement, you don't need to say yes and first. That comes after. So you're just making a proclamation, a
the
statement.
laundry's overdue and turning green.
Yes, and it is the most beautiful color green. I've never seen that shade before.
Yes, and it's
it glows.
really starting to smell terrible.
And yes, and it glows in the dark.
Yes, and between that smell and not having to wash it, I don't know where to go with that.
Yes, and I use it on my hair.
Yes, and you can even make it like a really nice cologne or aftershave or deodorant.
Yes, and if you wear it, no one can tell you haven't showered, Gail.
Yeah, we're going to be able to start selling this in a bottle.
Yes, 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 yes. And we can charge so much money for it.
Yes, and we'll be billionaires off of you not washing your laundry and having this horrible smell.
And I can run away. Yes, and I can run away to Tahiti.
Yes, and then after Tahiti, we could go to the Netherlands.
And yes, and then we can go to Denmark.
Yes, and I can bring fabric softener.
Yes, and ride our bike around
Start to
Denmark.
make Go ahead.
Yes, and ride our bicycles around Denmark.
Yes, and the wind going through our clothes will get rid of the smell in Denmark.
Blackout. Awesome, guys. Really good. Really good. Excellent participation. Excellent listening. Excellent level of play. How was that for people?
Right.
Good. Good stuff, guys. I think it might be fun, Gail, to do Hey Waiter.
Oh, I love Hey Waiter.
You want to intro that game?
Sure. So Hey Waiter, it's so much fun. Basically, we need one person to be in a restaurant, and they've got something in their soup. So they have to let the waiter know about it. And we're going to make puns off of whatever's in the soup. For example, if somebody said, hey, waiter, there's a flower in my soup. Think of something that might be a pun and just shout it out, and you become the waiter. Yes, and with your 2 lips, you can drink that soup.
Yes.
You're going to make a pun off of it. So we need somebody who wants to be the in the restaurant. Just raise your hand. There's a little Luke back there going.
Oh, Nicolette's got her hand up. Nicolette's
I'll
got
give
her-
it a shot.
Well, we had Nicolette actually put her own hand up.
Okay, so Nicolette, now you're gonna say it over, you're gonna say it, someone's gonna pop in and make a pun out of whatever's in your soup. Then you're gonna say it again, another person will pop in. But you can say it any way you want to. You can, hey, waiter, or it could be, hey, waiter. It's up to you, however you want to say it. So let's come up with something that's in the soup. What do we want to have in the soup? What about little Luke baby over there? I bet you can think of something that would be in soup. Say anything, a shoe, a bug, a tree.
A train, anything, big or small, because it's improv. Everything
A
can happen.
ghost. Can anybody think of something?
Foreman, an actual flyer.
What did we get?
She said a book.
A book. Okay, so thank you.
Yeah,
So
real quick,
Nicolette,
it's so hard to hear you, Sally. It's really breaking up. We saw you trying to have an offering of a
Oh,
suggestion, but we couldn't hear you. Gail, sorry, I just wanted to acknowledge that.
okay, well, thank you for the book. Nicolette, you're gonna say, hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup. That's gonna, whoever wants to, is gonna jump in and turn it into a pun. Anybody have any questions? You want to let's just do it.
Let's go.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
That makes it alphabet soup.
Good. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
I will go page the manager.
Ah, yes. Yes. Good. Yes.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
It comes with a side of worm.
Ooh.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
That's not a book, that's bread.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
You're that famous actress. Booked it. You booked it. Oh,
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
That's okay. We don't charge a cover for that.
yes. Good. Keep going. Keep going. That was great. Keep going. Yeah.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
Well, if I'm reading you correctly, you would like me to take it back.
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
Doesn't that hit the mark?
Hey, waiter, there's a book in my soup.
That's not the way I read it.
Good. Anybody else? That was awesome. Does anybody else want to have something in their soup? Anybody want to have something in their soup?
I will.
Quinn. All right. Now, what does Quinn have in his soup? What's in Quinn's soup?
A hammer.
A hammer. Sweet.
Hey, waiter. Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
You nailed it.
Hey, hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
Would you like me to steal that?
Hey, hammer. Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
I'll get it out with some tongs.
Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
I have a pounding headache. I'll just get rid of it for you.
Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
I'm glad that you have a hammer and saw.
Excuse me, waiter. Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
Let me claw it out for you.
Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
Don't be a tool. Just take it out.
Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
Did Thor drop that again?
Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
This is too funny.
Well, I guess you hit it on the head.
Good. Hey, waiter. There's a hammer in my soup.
You know, if I had a hammer, I'd eat soup in the morning, I'd eat soup in the evening, and I'd eat soup all day.
That was awesome. That was so awesome. And so sometimes I want people to know this. There are times with this where I get nothing. There are other times where I get 1 or 2 and I think I'm a genius. There are times I get 3 and I can't believe it. It doesn't mean anything other than you're in the flow. There's no harm, no foul. There's some days it comes, there's some days it doesn't. I think this also really touches a different side of the brain. A lot of my writers and science students are really good at this, right? For Hammer, I just kept thinking of MC Hammer. Can't touch this. What was his song?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, if I had a samurai, that was great. If I had a hammer. Good stuff, guys. So it's really just about play and freeing up. That's what improv is and really should be. It's about connecting, playing for yourself. Like I always want all my students to leave every class feeling like they're stretched and they got a great workout in mind, body, and spirit. That they're leaving going, I said that? I was that free? I did that voice? That came through me, right? How cool is that? Have that expansive quality. So as Gail was sharing earlier, when we actually spoke, just the beauties of when you're working with someone with mental challenges or dementia of any sort, and they're in an altered state or an alternate reality of some sort, for you to just simply lovingly say yes, and especially if they're going to forget it very soon, what a loving way to meet someone. Yes, and we are in Antarctica, it's freezing, right? Whatever their reality is, meet them there. Because the reality is when we do that, I know from my work and from my own healing journey, when someone really meets me where I am, it gives me permission to fully be there. And then,
No, it doesn't, Quinn. Why would you say that? It does not. Now you need to stop saying that. It doesn't, it feels, it hurts to say that. It hurts to negate somebody. Plus the effect it has on the other person was,
Just hurt all 3 of my brains.
Yeah. Wow. So how was that for people? How was that for people? Just to play and witness. Yeah. So Gail, I'm going to hand you everything to you for a second. I got to talk to a client because I need to move her to later.
Sure.
Because we're running over. So yeah.
Okay, so we can do another game real quickly. Quinn, did you have something in mind, or is it Gail land?
I was thinking we could demo New Choice. We could demo one word story with punctuation with 2 people. We could do first, last with the whole group, but maybe another demo with 2. And then if any other 2 someone wants to play, or translator is always fun. Foreign film is always fun, but we can feel it out with the group. So those are some thoughts I had. Yeah.
Why don't we try change, a new choice?
New choice.
So for this, we're going to need, I'll demonstrate it. Quinn, do you have a moment to demonstrate it with me?
Yeah, let me just real quick.
I can do it with you, Gail.
5:30.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so then what we need is just, why don't you give us just a location of where we're at? Where are we? McDonald's, on the moon, shoe store? Anybody?
In the Arroyo.
We're in the Arroyo. Okay, and I'm working with you, Karen, is that right?
What was that?
In the Arroyo, in a riverbank.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm back full on. You're both in the scene. I'll be calling New Choice. So what I'll do is so they're going to establish who they are. The number one thing we always want to do with improv is get to the relationship right away. Because if they're doing great scene work, but they don't know who they are to each other, they can't land and really build from there. But the minute she says, Grandma, you look amazing. So you did sign up for Orange Theory. Wow, right? And she's grandma and she works out, right? And so she's just sanding. We get it. And they're in the Arroyo for some reason. She's finding rocks to work out with when she's not at the gym. So that all becomes real, but they know what they're working with. So as they're developing their scene, and Hope, if you don't mind making both of them, spotlight both of them so we can really see them, if you're comfortable with that, Karen and Gail. Then we can really see them. Yes.
And when Quinn says New Choice,
yeah,
what we're doing changes as well as the physicality.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, so if Gail has a line where she says, I really like your hair, I'm going to say, New Choice. She's going to say, I don't really care for the fact that you do a full body shave. New Choice. I don't want to talk about anything that itches me. So it's kind of in the same area. We don't want Crazy Town talking about not shaving and then going to a pizzeria. We want it all to somehow be an offshoot of the same area. You'll get a sense of it as we go. Let's give them some support simply by going like this. Support!
Denise, it's not that I don't like dirt. It's okay. It's just that if we're going to be camping here, maybe we could just be up at a higher elevation so we're not actually in the water.
Oh, sure. We can do that. We can go up high in the riverbed or low in the riverbed. I just chose this because then we always have some water available.
New choice.
Because then always there's dirt to suck up.
New choice.
Because there is some lovely little mud creatures that come out and you can fry them up in a nice little sauce for dinner.
That's such a great idea. You know, I have been thinking about, forget being a vegetarian. I really feel like I want something that's crawling, maybe even like crawling on me. It could be tasty.
New choice.
I just love the idea of eating all of this scenery. It is just magnificent. I feel like I'm just consumed with the beauty of where we're at.
Yes, me too. Me too. And I think we should start setting up the tent. So you go grab those poles.
New choice.
So you go get the giant balloon.
New choice.
So you are gonna need to get the canvas that I sewed that is for our lodging tonight.
New choice.
So just go get the damn tent.
I'm so happy to get the tent. You know why? Because it's good for me to carry something this heavy.
New choice.
Because I really love the feel and texture of vinyl. I've been wanting to talk to you about that. Vinyl just fills me with joy.
New choice.
I have these vinyl gloves that I brought so that we don't have to get our hands dirty. They're from Palmolive. And I think it would be a great idea. Then we could keep our manicures while we're playing in the dirt.
New choice. Gail, you have a confession.
I've been meaning to tell you about dirt. I have some thoughts about how we can turn this whole adventure into an adult story. It's a little risque, maybe a little dirty, but it'll be like camping combined with something a little dirty.
Karen, new choice on how you react physically. 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 And now whatever you want to say.
Gail, I feel the same way.
Blackout! Oh my God, genius! Genius! Oh yes! That was so rich. I pushed you too, Karen. I've never met you, but I heard you're great at improv. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, you did. You pulled out how many facial expressions that were so believable, and then you feel the same way. Oh, that was rich, guys. How was that to be in that scene?
Nice. We call it ding. And so we do a bell, but yeah, same exact thing. It's just a so fun game because to me, it's like one of the ones that to really teach students how to just get out of your mind and just go, first thought kind of thing. Hey, Gail, were you going to connect any dots between what you guys have been talking about and Alzheimer's? Because just the words that you've been saying, Quinn, I just want to say that, you said the word commitment. You said the word yes and. You said the word listening. You said the word internal wisdom. Think about our elders, internal wisdom. You said safe. Don't we want all our folks with dementia to feel safe? You said no right or wrong, because there isn't. And that's why it's so wonderful to use creativity, whether it's improv or art, with our elders who are living with dementia. You said energy and energies. You said be present and in the moment, which is the name of my company, by the way, is In the Moment. You said, where's my other piece of paper? You said to go with the flow and you've said listen so many times. It's great. And I just love that anybody that knows Alzheimer's, from what Quinn's saying, even if Quinn had no experience whatsoever, you're spitting it out. You know, you're spitting out all this beautiful connection to how we should be with our elders and what you can do and use. And the yes and, you know, as he said, is like the foundation of improv. But to me, it's also like this foundation, the beginning of how to be with people with dementia, because you use that yes, as, like he said, nobody wants to hear no, right? And it seems like all our elders hear is no, whether it's a physical no or a mental no. And then you build upon that with the and then, like my husband says, is what's really sometimes the most important is that little lisp that follows that yes and, is that sometimes that's so important. But I really I love how it's just so clear to all of you when you really listen to what Quinn and Gail are saying, that it's right there. You know, it's that just have to make that little leap into how to use this and be with people with Alzheimer's with their work.
And Karen, thank you for that. And I just want to point out, it's not just Alzheimer's or dementia. It could be anything. I've worked with adults with developmental disabilities. I've worked with people who might have a behavioral health diagnosis. And what struck me, and the reason why I wanted to do this and why I brought it to you and the whole team, I went from a background in improvisation to working with adults with developmental disabilities. And what I discovered was things work better when you go with what's here. They just do. And then it was a natural progression to Alzheimer's and dementia, because we have this natural tendency to want to fix it, change it, protect it, surplus safety. Don't do that. Don't do that. At its most extreme, stop it. Stop it. And I have seen caregivers, usually family members, they want to almost shake somebody well. You know, like stop doing that. And then maybe your memory will come back. Stop it, stop it. Even if somebody doesn't understand the words, they understand the voice, they understand the tone, and they understand those mannerisms. And it's not helpful. We talked about this on Wednesday. I worked with somebody who told me their mother had a hard time. Mother is taking care of dad who has dementia, and he's at home. Wonderful, it's working out until it doesn't. Until dad says, well, I'm going to go to bed. And then he reaches and opens up the refrigerator to go to bed. And the woman I spoke to was like, I am so frustrated. I don't want him to do that. I want him to know that's not where his bed is. Well, maybe there's a way of yes anding. Yeah. And you know, it's kind of cold in here and it looks really, really crowded. And you know what? I think that there's a bed over this way. Why don't we go look? Let's shut the refrigerator. All of that is improv, all of it. Redirection, whatever you want to call it. So, and I think it has a much more pleasant effect on the individual experiencing the different reality. And it certainly helps keep, in my opinion, the caregiver calm. Instead of trying to make something be what it's not, go with it. There's a saying when I train our volunteers on how to talk to other people about how do you work with people with dementia and Alzheimer's. Do you want to be right or do you want to be effective? If you want to be right, you can go ahead and be right. It might not get you the effect that you want. You're absolutely right. That is not the refrigerator. Could that make somebody upset? Maybe, but you're right. So that's not really what we're going for. What we're going for is let's be effective. What did this person identify as what they need or what they want? So thank you, Karen, for mentioning that.
I'm so glad that you guys meet each other, by the way, Karen and Gail. And
yeah,
Quinn.
we need to talk.
And Quinn. Because I mean, I met Karen years and years and years and years ago, forever, when we were both babies. And when we first started,
With Richard.
Yeah, with Richard. Now, actually, before that, you and I did a session at
Oh, that's right. That was before Richard Taylor.
yeah, in DC, yes, and then after that with Richard Taylor, and you work with Mondi, and between the two of you, you are so funny that I I get stomach cramps from laughing. Monte Carlo. I'll find out. Okay, to everybody else, I'll find some links to some of the stuff that Karen and Monty have done. But I also gave you the link to a what is it called? 10 men.
TED Talk.
That
Yeah,
was
TED
that was great.
That you and Monty did. And
Nice. I want to see that.
yeah, that
I
you,
will step back. Thank you for letting me step in, Quinn and Gail. And the only thing else I wanted to say to this group was I am creating a family caregiver care partner website that is just focused towards families and friends. Utah is going to be on my advisory board, and the site's almost done, but we're using video clips to show families the how of how to. So they get to see the actual, hey, here's 4 different ways, maybe, instead of pointing out dad's got a stain on his shirt, that you could approach this, kind of thing. So just wanted to share that. And I so enjoy your work, Quinn.
Much. What a treat to meet you, all of you. So yeah, before we close out, any questions about basic improv? Because at this level, all it really is about doing is connecting people and helping people remember to play. And so many adults and some kids these days don't even know how to play, if it's not on a screen. And there's a freedom in play. And one of my spiritual mentors says the vibration of play and prayer is the same. Both try to touch reality, capital R, without trying to get anything from it. And that's Michael Bernard Beckwith from Agape in Los Angeles. And I believe that. I believe playing is actually spiritual, that we get to come together and we haven't met, but I got to fall in love with you a little bit today, right? That's what it's about on a safe soul level. I got to play with you today in a safe, playful soul level way. So good stuff. Any questions before we move on, and we'll do a little closing circle. How does that feel to people? Does that feel good, Gail?
That feels great. And I just want to put out there that Utah, I think you have a link or something to my class. If people are interested in, I have classes tailored just for, and I don't even want to call it class, it's play, for people who are caregivers. And if they want to bring in loved ones who, even if they have dementia, that's okay. We're going to yes and it and work with it. If anybody's interested, please ask Utah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll send you out. I'll make sure that you get the links again.
Yes, and I have this, what has become, because of COVID, it's become an international all ages Zoom room class, up to 16 students. It always rotates. Please come whenever you want. My gift to you in perpetuity. Come play with us for free. The current age range is 9 to 81.
Oh, I'm left out.
Okay. Anyway, come be the elder. I don't know how old you are or young you are, whoever said that, but yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. And it's not me, it's me getting out of my own way. That's every Saturday, 12 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Just need to know ahead of time because I cut it off at 16 students. Gail's often there when she's not teaching, but it's a super safe, fun place. So that is my gift to you forever for the work you're doing in the world. Utah.
I think I actually have your link on our website.
Okay. Yes, and I just put my stuff in the chat as well. I'm on Facebook at the Quinn Fontaine Studio, or my email is real simple. So yeah, just reach out if you need support and want to come play. It's a great space. You also can come, and I think Gail probably offers this too, where you can just come, check in, and then observe. You can audit, come and be in the field of the love and the play, because it changes us. So we're going to go around and do a checkout. What we do with that, it's pretty simple. We go around and we say what our favorite moment was or our takeaway moment. So for me personally, I just feel like I made a bunch of new friends. We got past all the schisms of life and labels and everything else, and we got to play, and it felt really sweet, and there was a lot of love in here. So thank you for that. Let's go right to Utah.
I think my moment actually was when your daughter, Luke, chimed in and participated. Speaking of from 9 to 81, right?
Awesome. Yes, 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 yes. Sally.
I think my favorite is that mirroring with the whispering. You know, that really synced everyone. We were in that moment. And it was just perfect. And I knew exactly what she was going to say.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. Yes, yes, yes. Karen. Thank you, Sally. Karen.
I like that everybody just jumped in, that people that have never done it, never, ever, ever, were just jumping right in. I love that.
Definitely. Gail.
Well, I just seeing everybody, I mean, the whole conference, let's be real. But to see people in this context where it's like, okay, I'm not a this, I'm not a that, I'm not a title. I'm just here to play, and to see everybody's smiles or anticipation. It was just really cool, guys. So, I mean, just thank you. It was great.
Awesome. Nicolette.
I liked how the three of you, between Quinn, Gail, and Karen, made the connection between play and living with dementia. Thank you.
Very cool. Excellent. Ruth.
I think mine wasn't a moment as much as just, we all had to really, really pay attention. And that was cool.
Yeah, it's about presence. Excellent. Great feedback. Larry.
I felt from a few moments there like I was 8 years old again. That's been a long time ago.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Luke.
I was impressed with Linda's puns. She was very good at that.
Yes, she was.
Just in general, though, the week has been wonderful, and life is hard, is busy and difficult at times. And this is just a great way to finish, and just need to let loose sometimes and relax and have some fun. And this was cool. Really neat.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeri.
Yolanda, that's you.
I'm sorry, Yolanda or
Yolanda.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought it was so much fun. I didn't participate a whole lot, but improv is new to me, and it was really fun. I thought it was really hilarious.
We'll be doing it, Yolanda.
Yeah. Cool. Susan.
Yes, improv is jazz. Whoa. Oh, that's awesome.
Sally just wrote in chat, improv is jazz, all caps, jazz. Susan.
Listen, I had a very frustrating day all day because Cyber Mesa was broken and I couldn't get in until this very last few minutes. So two things. I really appreciate that the improv sort of jolted me out of the, oh God, this Cyber Mesa is still not working. I'm going to miss the whole day. And also Karen's response to the salacious invitation about the mud, and Karen finally saying, yeah, I'd like that too.
Yes. Excellent moment. Thank you, Susan. Linda.
Thank you, Luke. I was surprised at my puns too. And I have to admit that the yes, but was my favorite part.
That's great. Hey, own it. That's good. Hope.
Well, my cheeks hurt. They really do hurt. I've been sitting in this place of smile for hours now. So thank you so much for that. I think the words that you said at the beginning of illness having I and wellness having we just really sets with me. And then to have that collectiveness happen here with the improv was just really special. So thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone here off camera that would like to check out with us before we do our little final moment? Okay, I think we're good.
I want to add something really quickly, Quinn, and that is an additional skill and the yumminess. The obvious to me is the melding, the support. You know, as we're playing, nobody's going like, well, I'd like to play, but then who's going to be taking care of that? Nothing. It was just like one unit supporting each other. And that's something I think we don't see enough of. So in addition to the funny and everything else, just one unit working together, supporting each other. So thank you.
Beautiful. So true. Mark, did you want to check out?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Sorry I couldn't participate in this wonderfully fun day. But it was incredible. It was amazing. The whole week was amazing. I know I didn't show my face a lot, but I was here mainly because I've been on duty with my mom. And thank you, everyone. I've just gotten immense value from everyone this week. And I'm an improv dancer as well. So I got a lot out of these improv exercises. So thank you. That's all I want to say.
Awesome. Awesome.
And I'm in Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
Cool. Cool. Well, what an honor for me to be here. Gail, thank you for the invite. Utah, thank you so much. This is really special. You guys are doing beautiful work. You're to be honored and celebrated. So thank you for that. Do we feel, are you going to continue a conversation? Because when I usually close out, we have everybody reach in. So we can close out for the improv portion if we're good. Yeah. Rah, like Gail did. Rah. So we're going to put your hand in right towards the camera. So like we're touching, because someday soon we will, very soon. And Cheryl and Susan, I didn't have you check out. Did you want to check out, sweetheart? I'm sorry. And I don't know your actual name. And you're muted and you're beautiful.
I'm muted. My computer was having problems. This was just incredible for me. I just was laughing the whole way through. It was a lot of fun to watch. And the conference itself, I mean, this was a great way to end the conference, I have to say, because it was just playful. And playful is like a heart thing. So it was just really spectacular. So I really appreciate it. And I love Gail's.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Cool. And I'm glad I saw you right then. So putting our hands towards the camera like we're touching, because we will soon. On 3, we're going to say play together, planet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Play together,
planet. Thank you, Quinn.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for setting this groundwork where everybody could just go and play. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Be well, guys. Take good care.